Naruto Tensei, Episode 1, Part 1. 12 years ago, the disgraced Minato Namikaze found himself in the limelight. He stood behind the ninja chief of the village, the HOKAGE, or Fire Shadow. He held no intimidating presence as others had before him, but still surrounded himself with brilliant men that had made their name as veterans of the Third Great Ninja War. This was where Minato's story began, a tale of redemption that began with a single, solitary statement.
I believe in the Leaf Village. I believe in the power of the people, in the strength of our legacy, and in the will of fire. We will not simply rebuild our village, but become a shining example to the other villages, just as we had when the Leaf was first created. I will do my best to make you all proud, so that you may remember this moment as the beginning of a new era. A new generation is on the horizon.
KIZASHI HARUNO is our new fourth Hokage. We'll be the ones to help his vision for the Leaf to come true.
You can't tell me you actually believe in that crap.
What's so wrong about dreaming for a brighter tomorrow for our future shinobi?
What's wrong is that dreams don't count on things going wrong. They're ideals. And right now, what we need isn't ideals. We need humility, reflection. We just put half of our forces into the ground. Half of them were genin. Fresh graduates from the academy. Children. And we use them as fodder in a fruitless war that got us nothing. Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with being positive in a bleak situation as we transition from wartime to peace. We'll need a Hokage that will focus on the people, repairs, and healing.
What does that mean?
It means that I believe in KIZASHI HARUNO.
You always were a loyalist. You know it should have been you up there addressing the public.
SHIKAKU.
I'm just saying. You don't resent them for not picking you as Hokage?
I wasn't the only candidate. FUGAKU UCHIHA, Dan Kato, Danzo Shimura were also names tossed around. Even the legendary Orochimaru was up for the seat before he...
Alright. I think you made your case. I really don't want to talk about that guy.
You need to have a bit more faith in KIZASHI. You don't know what he's capable of. He can bring a lot of good to our village. At the very least, he'll have us. And I'm sure you trust in yourself.
I trust in you too.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't.
Why are you two by yourselves all the way in the back? We are all worthy of basking in the glory of the new generation. A time of peace and future happiness. Don't be like that, Shikaku. As my Jonin commander in charge, you should be the first one up to receive your rightful dues.
Well,
Suit yourself. Anywho, I'll see you two at the festival.
Well, you can't say he isn't the cheerful sort.
Too cheerful if you ask me. He doesn't seem to have a serious bone in his body. Let's take a walk. KIZASHI's a bit of an eccentric guy. A feel-good dark horse candidate that got picked when no one could agree on the council about the candidates the third Hokage chose.
Are you doubting my choice, Shikaku?
Lord Third.
Well, I
Couldn't help but overhear you two. I assume both of you know, of course, how the Hokage is chosen by appointment of the previous Hokage. Sometimes it involves council members like Shikaku approving the choice as well. Names always end up being whispered among the shinobi before the final choice is struck. In a way, this is beneficial, as I can then hear the will of the people in order to get the best candidate for Hokage.
don't you believe that the people are too fickle and would pick a leader that's unsuited for the job?
We are first and foremost a military village housing the entire force of ninja, the Land of Fire. Naturally, the people seek for Hokage, the person most suited to take care of it. Someone with wisdom, will, and power. No one who is chosen is weak.
I don't think KIZASHI Haruno can compare to the likes of you. I only believe it's a step backward for us.
And I cannot compare to my own sensei, the second Hokage. And he cannot compare to his brother, the first Hokage.
Weren't you named God of Shinobi?
So was the first Hokage. But a god's legend doesn't die with him, like mine. I failed the leaf by allowing us to enter a treaty in which we gave more concessions than we received. Our village, the most populous in the continent, will now have less money, and it will be the more prosperous villages, such as the Hidden Cloud, that will get the most wealth and resources. Affluent people will see the events that have occurred and flock to the village that will be the most capable of meeting their needs. And so for those reasons, I feel I'm not worthy of any of my titles. Those that fail the village must redeem themselves or die. Besides, KIZASHI is right. The next generation is coming, and we must be ready to nurture the young villages that will bud soon, peace or not.
I understand, Lord Third. Thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you for listening.
It's a shame he had to retire.
The war took a lot out of us. Besides, one of the concessions of the treaty was that the third Hokage had to retire.
True. These will be turbulent times. I guess I can see the benefits of praising this new generation as some sort of grandstanding. A way to say we won't be weakened by the loss of our leader.
See, you have to see the benefits of believing in it.
I guess. Anyways, you should enjoy the festival. Starting tomorrow, things are going to get hectic around here.
As the two ninja parted ways, Minato found himself at the festival, not only enjoying himself, but the company of his wife.
I'm glad you can make it.
You think I wasn't going to show just because of a few stares? You got me wrong if you think so, you know?
I guess you're right. You always were strong.
You're strong too, Minato. How are you holding up?
You don't have to be worried about me, Kushina. I'm holding up alright. Better than Kakashi at least. He's taking it the hardest.
I saw him at the memorial earlier. Then at his father's grave.
You must miss them too, girl.
How can I not? They were precious people to both of us. And Kakashi.
Hey, is that...
Yeah, Fugaku's been here for a while. Every time we meet eyes, I feel a chill making itself known.
Just ignore him. And don't make eye contact anymore. He's the leader of the UCHIHA military police force. He's likely just patrolling the festival.
And let me guess, because I'm a vessel to a tailed beast demon, I have to be watched. People like him always get on my nerves. Vessels are not tailed beasts themselves, you know? I demand respect, you know? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Nothing to see. Everyone get back to the festivities.
Hey, if that demon is going to make a ruckus in my village, I suggest you take her home.
Oh, what did you say?
Calm down, Fugaku. It was just an accident.
I am calm, but I'll let this slide since you're the Hokage's advisor.
Oh, that jerk!
He's just doing his job. Doesn't have anything personal against you.
Speak for yourself, you know? He's like everyone else here. Scared of me because I'm a Jinchuriki. They all look down on me, like I'm scum.
Not anymore. Everyone's been very accommodating for you, Kushina. You're of the UZUMAKI clan, one of the Leaf's longest standing allies. We respect that it's their duty to hold the nine-tailed fox.
Only a shinobi with experience can say that. People like you and I. But to a regular person, to the new generation...
Hey, relax, alright? One day they'll know how great you are.
Minato, I have something to tell you.
Yeah?
Minato.
I think Fugaku's entering the Hokage mansion. But that's off limits to everyone until the 3rd and 4th Hokage finish their meeting. Even the Anbu and council members aren't allowed in. I have to see what's going on.
He disappeared.
Alright, now I'm in. Have to see where Fugaku went. Looks like... Found you! Talk from behind that mask of yours, huh? Not to see who's behind that mask. You're still standing! Yeah! He escaped! Oh no.
Show yourself.
It seems like whoever was here left. I'll get some Anbu in here to investigate further.
Right. I'll alert Commissioner Fugaku.
That was a close one. Good thing I managed to use the transformation technique to blend into the room. Anyways, now that they're gone, I can check this room before Anbu clean up the scene. This guy had to be looking for something. An Anbu member of the large cabinet? Let me take off his mask. According to his facial marks, he's an Inuzuka, a dog user, which means... I see. Both are dead. It looks like whoever was in here were looking for dossiers of some kind. A list of a particular branch of shinobi. If I can look through the files, I can see which ones are missing. I wonder why they didn't check the room before leaving. Was there a genjutsu placed on the door as he escaped? Looks like I won't have any time to check.
Huh? I thought I heard something in here. Oh,
Sir! A body on a severed dog's head. She was one of ours. Men, scour every inch of this room. I don't want a single book unopened.
Sir, yes, sir!
That was close.
Minato.
Kushina, I think Fugaku's up to something.
You think so? He was back a while ago, though.
Really?
You disappeared. He walked right back out, pretty tense. I think he's actually worried about something.
Something's off here. I'm gonna go find Shikaku. Can you find me some info as to what's up in the Hokage's mansion? 3rd floor, 7th door on the left.
That's just the room where we keep the files of every shinobi in the village. The storage house was destroyed in the war, so we didn't have any place to put them and organize. It's a temporary situation. Why do you ask?
I found a man snooping around there. I fought him and he escaped.
Seriously? We should tell the 4th about this right away.
No, don't be too hasty. I wasn't supposed to be there either.
Why shouldn't we? This is serious.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to launch an investigation under the Hokage's nose, maybe you should ask Fugaku. Since the Uchiha are autonomously operating the military police force, they don't tend to tell anyone their business. That is, unless they're looking for a warrant. Then you can expect some pretty story that's made of lies. Damn lies and statistics.
Is Fugaku that secretive about his intentions?
Of course. I would have thought you of all people would know about Fugaku Uchiha. You're both the same type.
You're very close with him. I only fought alongside him for a short time on the battlefield. Mostly I'm just acquainted with him because of Kushina.
I work closely with him as the Jonin commander of the village, but I am not close with him.
Hold on with that attitude. Why are you so against Fugaku? Didn't you just say they were the same type?
You are the same type as him. The tragic hero type. The village doesn't trust either of you for your past actions, but they also respect your power. They fear you. A single whim from either of you could make or break our village. The difference between the two of you is that they're wrong about you. You should be trusted. They aren't wrong about Fugaku.
What if you're wrong too?
Are you suspicious of him, or looking to absolve him?
A little bit of both.
Better men than you and I have tried to make sense of that guy. He's got his guard up always. There's just no cracking that sort of case. The best you'll get is a history lesson on the Uchiha.
Well, then call me stubborn, because I'm gonna try.
For the rest of that night, Minato kept an eye on Fugaku, only approaching him once the festivities had died down.
Hey, Fugaku, got a minute? What do you think of everything going on now? The war being over and the new Hokage?
The third Hokage made the right choice by stepping down. Konoha could use a change in leadership. Things have been tense within the village, but his replacement will do nothing but bring this place to ruin.
What do you mean?
The Uchiha clan has been marginalized within the village while being given more and more responsibilities. I also believe they are beginning to suspect us of something. I found an ambu peering to my son's room. When I took care of him, we lost a quarter of our land. And the building they put there? Konoha's intelligence division.
There's no way that could have been Kizashi's doing. He was just announced as the fourth Hokage.
You're right. This happened near the end of the war, during the reign of the third. However, the council members are seats for life, and they are all still in power. Moreover, the fourth is weak-willed, a former member of the Anbu Black Ops. You and I both know they only take orders from the Hokage. But as Hokage and with no leadership skills, he'll just be influenced by members of the council instead. People that have long-standing experience long into the reign of the second Hokage. The dark age of our clan.
You seem to hate all Hokages.
Not the first. The first was famously friends with Madara Uchiha, an ancestor of mine that was very much considered the strongest in the clan. The two put aside their long-standing blood feud to make this village. However, after he was not made Hokage, he disappeared. Still, we were treated very well under him. Our golden age, so to speak.
I see.
Anywho, I doubt you came here to know about the Uchiha. Is there something you hope to gain out of talking to me?
No, of course not. Or at least, I'm not trying to gain anything from you. I just need to ask you some questions.
More?
What do you hope happens in the future?
Peace for a new generation.
You actually believe in Kizashi?
I don't. But his hopes are admirable. A place where we wouldn't have to watch our backs or force our hands. Where we could trust our fellow Leaf Shinobi. That's what I want. Had I become Hokage, I could have assured it.
I always thought we already had that.
It always looks that way from the outside. But you of all people should know better. The village will suffer for having Kizashi.
Thank you for talking to me. I guess that marks off motivation, but could he actually have broken into that room so quickly? Fugaku is a strong shinobi, Jonin rank like myself, but what could he gain from getting the name of some shinobi?
Minato!
Huh?
There you are. I thought you were talking to Shikaku.
I sort of started hopping around.
Well, I've got some exciting news. We're going to have a baby.
Huh? A baby?
I'm going to be a mother, you know.
And I'm going to be a father?
A mother, you know.
And I'm going to be a father. I can't believe this. We're finally going to have a family.
I hope you don't mind if I was eavesdropping. Congratulations to you two for your child.
Fugaku?
Isn't your wife Mikoto also pregnant?
Indeed. It will be our second child. His due date is in a month.
Well, they do say the second one's a difficult child.
Perhaps for you, but I do not raise children to be difficult, only to be obedient and loyal to our clan.
Isn't that a bit too harsh?
But that's not what raising a child should be about. It should be about fostering bonds with your child and loving them as much as they love you. They should be happy and healthy and...
Yes, I'm sure that's what you Uzumaki used to do. But there's a reason the Uzumaki clan was wiped out, and the Uchiha are still alive.
What did you say?
There's a reason the Senju were wiped out too. They, the co-founding clan of our village, only remembered in history. For what did they die? To protect the village? It was all for naught. For even the remaining members refused the Senju name.
That's not true.
Is that so? Then humor me, Minato. Name a living member of the Senju clan that hasn't renounced their name. Nothing. Because in the end, we were right.
Just because you're the last clan standing from a long-forgotten feud does not mean you're right.
The last man standing writes the story.
Those were the last words spoken by the Uchiha clan leader before he departed the dying party. Minato was left with those words, and he would obsess over them. Weeks would pass where he would not forget them, and for that reason he turned to his friend Shikaku for help.
No, I'm not going to help you.
Shikaku, I told you, Fugaku Uchiha has the motive, means, and opportunity to have broken in. Not to mention that man is dead because of him.
Means being his Sharingan's potential abilities and ninjutsu, and the opportunity being his role as the leader of the military police force?
Yes.
I'm no sleuth, but this is all flimsy at best. You need solid evidence of his motive before we make an arrest. Otherwise, we can say any high-ranking shinobi could have been in there to steal the documents. Including you. The only person we both conclusively know was in the room.
You're right.
It's not that I don't admire you for doing this, but if we march in there and make an arrest only to find out it's not him, we could very well have an incident. A serious one. I'm not sure if you know, but there's tension between the government in Konoha and the Uchiha clan. It's complicated, and I don't want to ignite a civil war.
Aren't you the Jonin commander and a member of the Konoha Council? You're technically his superior.
And we technically have an agreement with them. We leave them alone while they manage the military police force and clan business with autonomous reign. And they don't cause an uproar or seek seats in the government.
Does this include Hokage?
Yes. The second Hokage always presumed that the strength and will of the Uchiha were so chaotic and powerful that they needed to be reined in. Made useful while making them feel like they contribute to the well-being of the village they helped start. That's how we got the Leaf Village's military police force in the first place. Created as the powerful and visible right hand of the Hokage. The invisible yet equally deadly left hand was the Anbu Black Ops. Anyways, the military police arrest criminal shinobi because only powerful ninja can bring their own kind to justice.
How far do they operate?
Within the Land of Fire, they're free to do as they will. As I said, we leave them to do their jobs and we do ours. I won't upset that balance until you find evidence that I should.
I understand. Thanks. Kakashi, what are you doing here with Kushina?
Well, you told me to come in.
Well, she's pregnant, Sensei. It's not good for her, of all people, to be out unescorted.
Is this about Kushina, or about the nine-tailed beast?
I'm here under retroactive orders of the Third. He's also already given his orders that he wished for her to have birth at a safe distance from the village. Just in case.
Well, how about you go on and have a day off? I'll take care of this mission for you today.
No, Sensei. I want to see this through. It's my mission, after all.
Very well. I suppose I'm not really your master anymore.
Nonsense. Once a sensei, always a sensei. Isn't that right, Kakashi?
I guess so.
You don't have to make him feel embarrassed, you know.
On a second thought, I was only told that Kushina shouldn't be left unescorted. I'll just take my leave for now.
Alright.
Just be careful, alright? There are a lot more people glaring at her than normally. As much as my mission is about making sure the Ninetales is under control.
I can take care of myself, you know.
He's really good at the body flicker. Must be the shouting gun.
I think that's why he was chosen for guard duty as well.
Yes. As the rumor goes, the shouting gun's eye is capable of manipulating tailed beasts. Either way, I'm as capable at resealing it.
As am I, you know. Where do you think you learned most of those sealing techniques?
You're right. I won't deny that. Still, if anyone has to redeem themselves when it comes to this sort of thing. Huh? A boy?
Look at you! You're so cute! What are you doing here at Hokage's mansion?
I'm looking for Minato Namikaze. Are you him, sir?
Yeah.
Here. My father told me to give you this. Thanks.
Huh? Wait, hey! Wait, who's your dad? That symbol on the back of his shirt. He's an UCHIHA.
A letter from the UCHIHA? What's it say?
It says that we've been invited over for dinner by FUGAKU.
Really? That sounds too good to be true. Probably an invitation for him to continue bad-mouthing us.
I'm going.
What?
You're coming too.
What? I'm not going just because you told me to. Not to mention, I hate that guy. FUGAKU just makes me wanna...
Hey, no need to break anything. Just take a deep breath. You don't want to hurt the baby now, do you?
You're right. Still, there's nothing but trouble in the UCHIHA household. I guess I'll go with you in order to bail you out in case something bad happens.
That's the spirit.
Besides, you can't care for yourself like I can.
Hey, you don't have to go that far.
Oh, so you're challenging me.
Didn't say that either.
That's coward's talk. You know what? Once Naruto's born and I'm back to full strength, we'll have a match. You against me.
Kushina, you've always been hot-blooded like this. I hope our child has the kind of enthusiasm in life.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing. Just thinking about the future and our child.
It will be great. The three of us will certainly be happy together.
Say, do you think that maybe we should buy some toys for the baby?
That's a bit hasty, don't you think?
I'm sure you'll like them.
Well, do you think he'll take after me more or you?
I don't really think that matters. They'll still be ours.
That very evening, Minato and Kushina arrive at the home of FUGAKU UCHIHA.
Minato and Kushina, come in.
Oh, thanks.
This is the dining room. And that is my wife, MIKOTO.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Same here.
Likewise.
Anyways, I called you here because I'd like to first of all apologize for being rude to you a few weeks back.
Wait, you're apologizing?
I suppose I owe you some apologies as well, Kushina, for several things.
Okay.
What's this about?
Let's talk outside.
Okay, do you know what's going on?
My husband. He's changed quite a bit after the birth of our son. Not too long ago, Less restless, more pensive. I think part of it is how much Itachi's taken to little Sasuke. Somehow, I think he's seeing beyond the clan and examining things like bonds.
Fugaku.
You and I are very similar men, Minato. I believe people like ourselves should stick together.
I see.
The birth of my sons allowed me to see that perhaps the clan isn't what's important, but maybe something more idealistic, like family.
Family?
I've only ever seen the clan, always concerned with it, with the way that we may survive the political turmoil that's always pushed us further and further away from the center of our creation, the hidden leaf. I've never truly cared for my family in a way that a father's duty asks of him. For this reason, I'd like to offer you something.
What are you offering?
I know you've been investigating me, that you discovered someone in the dossier room. My men have been on this case longer than you have, much longer. It started not long after the incident with your students. Someone's been trying to gather intelligence on particular areas in the village, classified areas such as the Forest of Death, Ambu Headquarters, the Hokage Mansion. They're also trying to gather information on the heads of government.
You know which papers have been taken from the dossier room?
Indeed. They were the names of all the members of the Konoha Council.
Just as I feared.
Yes, someone is likely planning to assassinate them. They already struck yesterday. We were called in, and they completely confirmed our suspicions. They were burned in their sleep. Fireball Jutsu. A specialty of my clan, but others in the Leaf know it as well. Mostly high-ranking ninja. Anywho, since you're the Hokage's advisor, your name is also on that list. It puts you in danger as well.
Are you offering your help?
A partnership of sorts, so that maybe our attempts will be coordinated.
But what would I have to give to you in return?
Nothing. One of your former students was a medic ninja, was she not? Before the incident, she had written some papers on treating blood loss without taking blood pills. It saved my wife's life, and so I wish to return the favor.
I understand.
Excellent. I can foresee our partnership will be...
Sir!
Can't you see I was speaking?
My apologies, Commissioner, but I have urgent information.
Speak.
We found a body. We've identified him as matching one of the names on the list.
Another one? Damn. Minato, you're coming!
Right.
Here they are. Burn marks in the back. Throat slit open. The area is a bit torn up, so the battle, or struggle, was short.
Yes. Good work in finding this. Make a report of it and send it to the Hokage. Don't say anything we don't want him to know.
Yes, sir.
I thought this was a secret investigation.
It is. Most of the information is redacted. The only thing KIZASHI will know is that there's a second council member dead.
Wouldn't the Ambu be more suited to investigating these assassinations?
I don't trust the Ambu. Who truly even knows their alliances? Especially with one of their own at the helm. And an idiot at that.
The council members should be protected, however.
I agree. I will submit the suggestion to the 4th tonight with the report. Be on your guard.
You too. We have to solve this before the leaf crumbles because of it.
I agree. So do we have a deal?
Yes.
Original story by Masashi Kishimoto. All voice actors and staff listed in the description. Thank you for listening. Next time, Episode 1, Part 2. The Nine Tails Rise.